I want you to actually hear this place. The wind, the water, and the silence. Because sometimes that's the only way to truly feel how powerful a place like this really is. Throughout, you'll also hear from our tour guide, so you could hear exactly from someone who works there daily. This is Zadar, Croatia, an ancient coastal city where the ocean doesn't just meet the land, it plays it. Zadar dates back over 3,000 years, with influences from the Romans, Venetians, and beyond. But what makes this place different is how it connects people back to the ocean. The sea organ uses wave energy to push air through underwater pipes, turning the Adriatic Sea into a natural instrument. And right next to it, the Greeting to the Sun, a massive solar-powered installation that stores energy during the day and turns it into light at night. Zadar isn't just living with nature, it's collaborating with it. But a few hours from here, there's a place that takes that connection to a completely different level. A place that almost doesn't feel real. Plitvice Lakes. This is Plitvice Lakes National Park, the oldest and largest national park in Croatia.
Here we have an overview how the lake system looks, and we're gonna gradually climb up as we go through the park. So right now we are about 500 meters above sea elevation, and the last point where we're gonna be is at 630. The area is very biodiverse. There is a lot of different plants and plant life recorded here. The color of this water is unique in a kind of way. It is azure and turquoise, which can be especially witnessed under direct sunlight, because there is a lot of different like algae, mosses and other plants in the water that release microorganisms and bacteria, which then create under direct sunlight, as I said, this kind of unique color. We are talking here about the lakes. When we're talking about the water, everything is fresh water. It comes from the mountains, from 3 different sources of river, and then it flows down there. It creates the big Croatian river Korana, which later flows into other Croatian rivers named Kupa and Sava, and goes into the big European river Danube, so eastwards all the way to the Black Sea, to Romania, Ukraine. So starting down there, we have a continuous stream of never-ending rivers, which is over 2,000 kilometers long, to the east.
On April 8th, 1949, this became Croatia's first national park. And in 1979, it was recognized globally and added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. Today, it covers nearly 300 square kilometers, but here's something most people don't realize. The lakes themselves only make up less than 1% of the entire park. This right here is the highest waterfall in Croatia. From the river bottom to the top, it stands at 87 meters high. And this isn't just a waterfall. It creates the Korana River, which flows into the Kupa and then into the Sava, and eventually it becomes part of the Danube. That means the water you're looking at right now travels over 2,000 kilometers all the way to the Black Sea. This entire system is connected. What makes this place possible is something called karst. This entire landscape is built on Mesozoic carbonate rocks, mainly limestone and dolomite. And over thousands of years, water has shaped it into something incredible.
Society. He was the founder of a certain union of people, a group of people in this year, 1893, which was responsible for the beautification and, let's say, improvement of the national park, of this place. And it was also his visionary idea at that time, so we're speaking about the late 19th century, to put up these wooden trails and planks all around the park, to where we actually get to enjoy these today and explore the park while walking on top of these waterfalls. So we can thank him for that as well. Hanging from the waterfalls, if it's just cold enough, snow covers the area. In autumn time, all these leaves change colors to like yellow, orange, red.
Wow.
And then together with the contrasting, water, it's also amazing.
Sure, I can imagine.
And then even if it's only sunny or rainy, so if it's sunny, then the colors of the water are much more impressive. If it's raining or heavy rain, then the waterfalls are much bigger in size, more water is flowing.
Sure.
So always a little bit different. And all the people, the most of the people here that work at this place, and there are a lot of employees.
The lakes here don't just exist, they're alive, constantly changing. They're formed through a process called tufa formation, where minerals from the water slowly build natural dams. These barriers, also called travertine, grow over time, creating the cascading system of the 16 lakes. Nature is literally building this place in real time. All across this park, there are caves hidden beneath your feet. Some are visible, but many remain completely untouched. And they matter more than you think. Caves like this are home to rare and protected species. One of the caves is 80 meters deep with 100% humidity and a constant temperature of about 10 degrees Celsius year-round. It was formed when the bottom of the Doline collapsed. And today it's closed off to visitors. Too many accidents have happened, but also it's to protect what's inside.
Waterfall in the park, according to ancient Veliki Shtavac.
Okay.
And if you translate that directly to English, it would mean big sprinkle. Because when you're right in front of it, it's gonna sprinkle, pour the mist from the water like gently into us,
Okay.
For that reason, the unique name. It's my opinion, the most beautiful waterfall in the park. Also really good food as well.
Nie można, ale to co
This park is a biodiversity hotspot. Over 14,000 plant species have been recorded here. That's about 30% of all plant life in Croatia. Most of the park is covered in dense forest with smaller areas of grassland, and within it, countless ecosystems exist. You got a freshwater habitat, forest ecosystem, a cave system, and it's all connected. Because places like this are incredibly fragile, the same processes that built these lakes over 1,000 years can be disrupted very quickly. Pollution, climate change, and over-tourism, all of it has an impact. And once systems like this break, they don't just come back. Here's why this matters even more. The water, it doesn't stay here. It flows across countries into massive rivers and eventually, you guessed it, the ocean. So protecting a place like this is protecting something much bigger. After a full day of hiking, there's only one thing left to do. Back to Zadar to cool off. And standing here again, it hits different now. Because this coastline, this ocean, it's connected to everything we just saw. From waterfalls to rivers to underground caves, it all led here. And places like Zadar show us something very important. That we don't have to fight nature. We can work with it, whether it's turning waves into music or sunlight into energy. It is all possible. And remember, as always, together we can make a difference, one swell at a time.